Hey guys, so just an update on what's going on this week. Monday, Bo started spiking low-grade fevers off and on throughout the day and just being in general sick and not feeling well. And then he was okay by the next morning. It was just like a quick 24-hour thing. Um, and then Thursday, he I started noticing a couple of his stools had like dark specks in them, like potentially blood or something. I wasn't totally sure what it was. And also that evening, I got a text from the little girl that I watch her parents, and they let me know that she was starting to spike fevers, and so I wouldn't be watching her Friday, and also just a heads up so I could keep an eye on Bo. And Friday morning, because I saw the dark specks in Bo's stool, I went ahead and called the pediatrician, and they wanted us to come in the same day. And as I was heading to the pediatrician's office, I got a text from the parents, and they let me know that she was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital because she was spiking really high fevers, and she had two febrile seizures, so fever seizures. And they just wanted to let me know what was going on. Don't mind Bo, he's nursing her here. And that same day, I noticed Bo starting to act sick as well. So that was not fun. But we went to the pediatrician, and the pediatrician basically, he went over what I was eating again, and it basically just was like, avoid all of the top allergen foods, and I already am. And I let him know that, and he was like, well, he seemed really puzzled, and he was kind of like, well, you're already doing that, so I don't know what it is. And that's a little bit frustrating because I have an idea of what it might be. And every time I brought it up, he kind of brushed it off like he didn't even want to acknowledge what I was saying, which drives me crazy. That's one thing about doctors. When doctors do that, I do not like it. I'm with my son 24/7. I know when he's acting different. I know what's wrong with him for the most part. Like, I can tell when he's in pain. I can tell what kind of pain it is typically. And I just wish that they would listen. Other than that, I love this doctor, but that's been an issue. Anyway, so the doctor basically didn't know what else to do. And so he ordered blood work. He ordered some labs to test for IgE allergies. And so this morning, that's what we went and did. We went and Bo had his blood drawn, which was horrible. They were pretty good. They didn't get it immediately, so they kind of had to fish around, which when I saw that, I was watching, and it wasn't bothering me that I was watching. But when I saw that, it kind of made me feel lightheaded and a little bit faint. And of course, Bo was screaming, and we all had to hold him, and it was not a good time. Neither of us enjoyed it. But luckily, he did bleed this time. For his newborn screening, he didn't really bleed. It took forever to get his newborn screen blood because he just wasn't bleeding well. But he did bleed, and they got the amount they needed. It was 2 vials worth, which seems like a crazy amount for a newborn. I guess he's not a newborn anymore, but for a little baby, So we will see if he has any IgE allergies. And so IgE allergies are just the normal allergies that people are used to seeing. So like the kind where people might swell up or get hives, that kind of thing. Their throat swells up. So that is at least something. It'll be good information for us to know so we can avoid those foods and allergens. But if it's what he's smiling. If it's what I think it is, unfortunately knowing those IgE allergies aren't going to help much. But again, we'll see what goes from here. And he is unfortunately still sick. I think he might have the flu because that's what the little girl that I watch has. And he's been super congested, and he keeps gagging because he's got so much mucus, and, oh no. But that's what's going on, so, I will update y'all with the next step as we know. See y'all later.